Yes, guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Daily Dose podcast. Today, we have yet another very special guest, one of iBattle's regulars. This guy is one of the most requested guests that I've had so far. I'm very excited to be getting this one in. Smiledini, what's good, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? Shout outs to your peoples out there. Thank you very much for this opportunity to speak to the culture and to speak to you. I appreciate it very much, man. I'm chilling in the crib right now, just smoking a nice little L and watching my boy Lex Luthor cooking on Verbal Warzone against Dope.
Sounds like a perfect start to the day to me, man. But jumping straight into the questions then, man. Like, how was it that you got into battle rap originally?
Well, as you know or may not know, I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, but I was raised basically in Queens in the Woodside Projects. Shout outs to all my peoples in Woodside, my boy Robito, my boy Yammy, my brother Smirk, who back in the days started out in grind time, but he retired and stopped battling for whatever reason, you know. But my brother's very talented. Shout outs to Smirk.
Nice.
That's pretty much how I got into the battle scene. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been very competitive, whether it's in sports or whatever the case may be. You know, I've always been competitive, and growing up in the projects, that's all I would see. Since a kid growing up, that's all I would see, the OGs hanging out in the hallways, making beats with their hands or beatboxing, and then the other dudes around them ciphering, rapping. So as time went on, that influenced me a lot. You know what I mean? And also, I'm a very big, huge fan of hip hop. So that basically led me to the battle rap scene, because a lot of times you'll see people rapping out of nowhere on the streets, on the block, like in my hood or whatever, chilling, smoking their blunts, rapping. And I'll just pull up and just start freestyling, because for years, when I first started out, I didn't write anything. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really write anything until I got involved in the battle rap scene. And I got involved because I used to perform a lot out here in New York. Because I started out making music. You know what I mean? That was the original plan. But then doing shows in various locations, Manhattan, the Bronx, Brooklyn, or whatnot, I ended up networking and meeting other people who were involved in the movement. You know what I mean? I basically met a lot of the legends from today. I met them back in the days when they weren't really known as legends, when they were just regular dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Iron Solomon is one. You know what I mean? I used to go down to this club in the Lower East Side of Manhattan called EOW, which stands for End of the Week. And they have like the longest running Sunday night hip hop open mic showcase show going on for years. It's been going on. And through there is where I met a lot of dudes. Like back in the days, like in '05, I met like Iron Solomon, Nems, and all in that group from Fuck Your Life. Shout outs to Fuck Your Life and Coney Island and all of them. You know what I mean? I used to pull up there for the open mics, and then I used to just battle people outside. No cameras, no preparation, no writtens, just off the top, whoever came at me.
Shit, man. That's really cool. And like, I can imagine that it's like hip hop over here has never been super accessible until kind of the internet era came in. Whereas
Yeah.
I can imagine, like, especially in New York, like hip hop's just everywhere over there, right?
Yeah, it really is. And well, now it is more than ever, definitely. But specifically back in the days, I'm gonna keep it 100,000 real with you. You couldn't spit a bar out. Like, I'm not speaking for the world. I'm speaking in general in my area, in my neighborhoods, in the area of New York where I grew up at. I basically grew up in the projects, low income housing, residential areas type areas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm used to being in the ghetto areas and seeing that side of the world pretty much. But I've been in other locations where it's not the hood, where it's just normal suburbs, regular folks. You know what I mean? So I know what's what from both sides of the world. So I'm speaking right now about the projects in general. In the projects back in the days when you was really in the ghetto, in the hood, hanging out or whatever, you couldn't rap. if you wasn't living what you were rapping about. I know that sounds cliche to say, but that's how it was. You couldn't step to a guy and then be like, oh, I'll shoot your mom. Or, you know what I mean? Like, oh, or pocket checking and all that. That would not happen. That would not happen.
No, I can imagine. It makes sense, man. And like with yourself, and so in terms of like the shows that you were doing back then and stuff, were they mainly like freestyle stuff, or were you like writing back then as well?
Nah. To be honest with you, like when it came to like the open mics and all, I would do a lot of open mics, and then once in a while, maybe I'll perform a song or two here and there that I had, because I've been making music since like back as early as like the mid 90s, man, since I was like a teenager, man. Like back when we used to pop, me and like 15 other of my homeboys from Woodside Projects, man. We used to gather up in my boys' crib with the karaoke machine. And basically it would take us so many takes until we got the take right and recorded it right, because it wasn't like we had professional studio equipment. We would have to basically re-spit our verses like until we all got it right. And it'd be, no lie, it would be like 12 or 13 of us smoking mad weed and just rapping, recording our verses on karaoke machines, man.
That's crazy. I mean, back then though, like, I guess, you know, having studio equipment just wasn't accessible at those times in that sense. So
it was expensive.
Yeah, exactly. But
super expensive. And I was a kid, so I didn't have access to that many funds. Don't get me wrong. I used to get my little hustle on here and there. I got in trouble with the law here and there. I've been in jail a couple of times because I made some wrong choices. You know what I mean? But I'm not embarrassed of my lifestyle, and I'm not embarrassed of anything I chose to do throughout my life. I chose the path that I felt was the right one for me to take.
Sure, makes sense, man. And like, in terms of battle rap since then for you, so like the oldest battle of yours that I can find on YouTube personally is from about 2011. So it was, I think the oldest one I can find is the battle versus Bam Bam, I think it was.
Oh yeah. That's my oldest battle. That's the first one that they ever released on YouTube. I actually started out battling in When Animals Attack Battle Circuit. Shout out to them and the whole Ice School movement. Shout out to C4. Shout out to Lethal and all of them. Shout out to Diggs and his brother Red Freck and all Ice School Entertainment. They hit me off with my first ever battle plate on camera. And I was in New Jersey. Shout out to Real Deal Radio as well. Paulie Hustle. Shout outs to him. I went out to New Jersey. Well, this is what happened. They booked me. When Animals Attack booked me because I used to go to the grind time events out here in New York, back when PH was still alive. Shout outs and condolences. My condolences to his family and all his close loved ones. R.I.P. PH. You know what I mean? I miss that man. He was always mad humble, mad cool with me and my family. You know what I'm saying? Me and Smirk. He gave Smirk his first ever plate on Grind Time, New York. And I was there for that night. I was there that night. That was like 09, yo. And I remember SoCon was the main event. SoCon battled Zim.
Okay, yeah, I know both of those. What, Zim's the guy from Philly, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
He pulled up that event with Roan, because that was when Roan was coming up on Grind Time as well. And Roan battled DNA. And that's when the homie DNA smoked him and pulled the bomb out on him.
Yeah, I've seen that. I remember that actually.
Yeah, I was in the building. I was in the building for that whole event because,
nice.
like I said, my younger brother got into battle rap, and he had went to Union Square Park in Manhattan and tried out, and he had met PH and DNA in them before I did.
That's amazing.
Yes, sir. Actually, my first ever battle would have been with like 3 different guys, but they booked me to battle on 3 different occasions in When Animals Attack out in Jersey. And I went out there, paid my transportation, paid whatever I had to do, paid my dues, got out there prepared. I was ready. 3 times I got ducked by 3 different dudes, man.
That was like super, like that happened a lot back then, right? Like there was a lot of no-shows back in those days.
Yeah, facts, super facts. So then one time when they booked me to battle Bam, I mean, not Batman. They booked me to battle this character named Flip Jones, who he's a close homie of Shotgun Shook. And Shotgun Shook was in the building for that battle with a lot of his peoples. And that was like the first time when like that I really performed in front of like a lot, like battled in front of like a URL type crowd. But it was a When Animals Attack battle event. And I battled Flip Jones, smoked him 3-zip real quick. And the whole time Shotgun Shook was heckling me. I'll never forget that.
Okay. Sick.
Because he was mad that I was smoking his boy. He kept hitting his boy, punching his boy on his shoulder. He's like, yo, man, don't let him do you like that, man. Come on.
It's crazy. And it's like, is any of the footage from like those days accessible now? Like,
I don't, to be honest, I don't know who got that footage. I don't know what happened. That shit never came out, bro. I'm very sorry about that. I've actually had over like more than 10 battles that never ever came out. But trust me when I tell you, I smoked my opponents. They know it and I know it. And if they're hearing this, they know as well as I know what happened.
I rate it, man. Talk your shit. But like, yeah, I'd love to see some of that. Like, for me personally, the kind of the freestyle era of battle rap came a bit late to me. So like, I only got into battle rap around 2009. So like I got
That's a
into
good
it
era,
at
man.
absolutely. It was
That's
great,
an
especially
awesome
for
era.
like UK battle rap as well. It was kind of the golden era. But
I was just saying that in my head right now as you were talking. I'm like, that's the golden era, dog.
yeah, definitely, man. But
a lot of crazy moments.
Did you ever get to battle on Grind Time yourself then?
Yes, I did, man. I got the privilege of battling there. They threw a return event, which was hosted by Complex. I don't know if you remember Complex.
Yes. Yeah. I know. I kind of know anyway.
Yeah, they threw an event in the Bronx back in like 2013 or 2014. They threw a quick Grind Time return event in the Bronx, New York. I was part of that. And ironically, I ended up battling the same dude that I had just smoked 3-zip at the first ever Coliseum Battle League event in 2013 in December. I had just battled this dude. I'm not even gonna say his name and give him free promo because he don't deserve it the way he acted after I smoked him twice. But the point being, I ended up ironically battling him on the Grind Time return event and smoked him in front of Cypress Hills, the musician, artist.
Okay.
And Cypress Hills, Be Real came up to me and Be Real was like, yo, Smiles, yo, that Rakishi line was fucking genius, man. You're hilarious. And I was like, yo, man, I've listened to your music since I was like 9 years old, bro. Thanks.
Sick. That's crazy, man.
Word. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
And like with the Grind Time events as well, there was often kind of big like industry figures in that sense, like in the crowd and stuff.
Super facts. Super facts. You're not lying, man. No lies detected.
Yeah, I remember seeing some footage of like one of the, I'm guessing it was like a Bay Area event or like an LA event. It was in California, but like the amount of sort of rappers that were just around in the background. Like I remember seeing on the footage, I think there was like Mr. Fab was there. All of like Hieroglyph.
Cali's. Yeah, Cali be lit. You know that. The West is always lit, man. Shout outs to my West Coast people, man. I respect them. They were like, I'm not gonna lie, man. Years ago, when you like back to when you mentioned the internet era and all that, when it first started coming out or whatever, back when everything was like dial-up internet and everything was slow and you heard the loud ass noise. And nobody could use the phone because you needed a line to use the internet.
Yeah.
I remember sitting around for hours to download rap battles that were like the audio was out. And I'd sit there for hours, like literally 6 to like 7 hours, just chilling, sitting around, writing like little like notes on like ideas of who I would like to see battle in the future and shit like that. It's crazy because now there's like a whole battle rap era now.
That's wild, man. I love it. But Yeah, like I feel like I missed out a lot in terms of that era. It just sounds so fun and like getting to like for me personally, when I got into battle rap, like the written era had started, but I would have been about 14 years old at the time. So
Yeah,
going back through kind of grind time stuff and the WRCs and things like that, and seeing people
yeah.
freestyling for like 3 minutes straight for for me at the time was mind blowing, man. It must have been
Yes, it
such a cool
was.
thing to have been a part of.
Oh man, it was fucking incredible just watching that. I never got to attend any of those events, man, but I did tune in to every time they were like dropping footage online. I was always watching it. I was tuned into that whole jump off TV era, man. Shout outs to Ozzy. Ozzy was the guy that ran that, one of the guys, or the main guy actually that ran the whole thing.
Okay, nice, man. And like apart from that though, like what have you like in terms of shows and stuff that you did back in those days? Then so like before you were battle rapping regularly, like what were the
Yeah.
turnouts like at those events in New York? Like were they in front of big crowds
Um,
and stuff?
I mean, I mean, it's always it just depends, you know. Sometimes you got a big crowd, sometimes you got a small crowd. It just depends on the day and time, the night and time, whatever the case may be, the situation, the promotion. It just depends on many factors, you know. Sometimes you have a small crowd, sometimes you have a packed crowd. But either way, the show goes on.
Nice. Yeah, man. But like with yourself then, so with the battles that have kind of been released to YouTube then, what kind of stands out as your favorite battle that you've done?
Oh man. Damn. This is some good shit, dog. Hold on. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta drink some water, man.
No worries, man.
Smoking some fire right now, some Royal Kush. Give me a second. Let me drink this water. All right. Well, to be honest, one of my personal favorites I did has to be on iBattle. Shout outs to Lex Luthor and the whole iBattle TV, and shout outs to iBattle Worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channels, man, on YouTube. Get that app, by the way. We got the app. It's lit. iBattle TV app. Download it on iOS or the Androids. Fire battles on there. Fire content. Shout outs to the whole league, all my people in Sky League, coach shit. You already know how we do. And basically, here's the punchline. My favorite battle that I did is either me versus Most Prob from the UK, the legend, or maybe the battle that I did on the arena, which was a judged battle on iBattle, and I battled against two opponents in a handicap match. Shout outs to Bad Luck and shout outs to Purgatory. Those boys are both warriors, man. They're very talented, young boys, new shooters. They just got into battle rap. They're like recently or whatever. They're like new faces basically for the culture, and they're dope. Both of them are dope. They stepped in the ring with me, and I think that, you know what? I think that's my favorite one, man. That's my personal favorite. Me versus Bad Luck and Purgatory, iBattle Worldwide channel.
Nice. Yeah, man. I for me personally, I think those two would be the standout ones as well. I mean, that battle with Bad Luck and Purgatory was I was in absolute stitches watching that, man. I thought it was amazing, but
Oh, for
like
real? That's dope.
most
Thanks for the
prob was
feedback.
absolutely, man. But most prob was like that. You and him weren't meant to battle, right? And but
Yeah,
was
it's
he no
crazy.
showed?
It's crazy, man, what happened for that, man. Like, basically, I was supposed to battle this midget from Chicago, but the midget no-showed me. And Most Prob's opponent no-showed him. So when Lex came over to pick me up, when I got off the Staten Island ferry, the boat or whatever, And I got to like near the venue. I was kind of lost because I'm not from Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Queens. Staten Island's different or whatnot. So I'm looking around. I'm like, you know what? Let me just call up Lex. Tell this man that I'm lost right now and I need directions to get to the venue. So I hit him up. He hits me. He answers. He's like, yo, where you at, Dini? What up? So I'm like, yo, Lex, man, I'm here, but I'm lost, dog. Like, where y'all at? He's like, yo, man, just tell me what's around you. So I explained to him where I was at. Him and his boy pulled up and they scooped me up. And then while we stopped over at the gas station, and then, you know, I needed something from the gas station and whatnot. And then as we're pulling away in the car, Lex just looks at me and goes, yo, Dini, you and Most Prob, main event tonight. What do you think? And I said, yo, what? I'm like, I'm with it, whatever. So, and it went down. And it was, you know what I mean? It was a 1-rounder on the spot, main event shit.
It's amazing, man. And I mean, Most Prob is...
Shout outs to Most Prob. Shout outs to Most Prob. I'm sorry to cut you off, dog. My apologies. Listen, man. Shout outs to Most Prob. That man is super talented, yo. He's gifted. He's really gifted. I stood in front of him, so I know what I'm talking about. He is very talented. He got bars. He needs more plates.
Definitely agree. Like, I'm a big Most Prob fan too, and like, he's it's always good to see that he's like, he gets received well in the States as well. He's done a couple of battles there now, and the crowd always seem to like him a lot, which is good to see.
He's dope. He's dope. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's dope. I think that it was just meant for me and him to battle unprepared for each other like that. And because I don't know, it just takes a lot of experience to do what me and him did that night.
Yeah, definitely. And from what I remember, he was meant to battle Captain Live, and Captain Live no-showed.
Yeah, I didn't want to drop his name, but it's all good. Yeah, him. He no-showed.
And to be honest, I've watched Captain Live in other battles, and I'm not a fan. So
yeah, I'm not a fan either. I probably watched one battle of his entire career.
Yeah, he's not great. I don't think him and Most Prob matched up that well. So I'm kind of happy that you guys battled instead, if that makes sense. I thought
it makes super sense. Very logical, my friend.
Way more entertaining, man. I love that battle, but
super facts. That what he say? He said something tap his pockets while I got him sitting on a chair and he's spinning on it. Some shit like that.
That definitely sounds like Most Prob, to be fair. Yeah. But
he's crazy. He's very witty. That's the word. He's very witty with it.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. He's amazing, to be fair. But like, do you have a least favorite battle of yours that's come out so far? Then, is there any that you kind of don't tend to watch back?
Honestly, man, I don't even really watch my battles like that, man. I don't really watch my battles like that. Like they'll come out and then I'll get tagged notifications and whatever. I'll reply to comments and initiate to reply to the fans and everything and stay active. But a lot of the times I'm so busy with life in general, I don't really have time to be sitting around watching a lot of footages. But I make time to watch footages, you know. And whenever I do watch my battles, I would have to say my least favorite. If I have to pick one out of the material I have out now on YouTube, man, I don't even know right now off the top of my brain, man. My least favorite, I don't think I have a least favorite. I think I'm pretty much happy with all my performances, man, because I learn and grow from each one.
It's a good way to look at it. I like that, man. And like, have you battled much outside of New York then? So you said you've been to New Jersey quite a few times. Is there anywhere else you've been through battle rap?
Yeah, I've been in the whole tri-state area and all the 5 boroughs in New York City.
Right.
The whole tri-state area, basically Connecticut, New Jersey, and New York.
Nice.
Shout outs to Chris HD. Shout outs to Face Off Battle League in Connecticut, Bridgeport. Shout outs to them. Salute to them. You know, I had a nice little battle out there back in 2018 with their former league champion Kizzy.
Yes, yeah, I remember that. I'd not seen that until recently, so I watched. There was a couple of battles that down the years I've not seen,
Yeah,
and wanted to
it's all
watch,
good.
kind of preparing for this interview. But I've now watched the Kizzy one, which I'd not seen before. I'd not seen the Paranormal Isaac battle.
That's, you know what? Thank you. Ring ding ding. You're the champion. You just won $1 million on the Dini show. That's my least favorite battle of mine. If I had to pick one, that would be the one. You know why? Because that was I had just did a tournament, right? Battled 3 people the same day.
Okay.
I made it to the semifinals, and I was beat in the semifinals because my opponent was consistent. He beat me because he was consistent. I had my material was not prepared, and I had a couple of pauses in between in my round. So the judges gave it to my opponent. Shout outs to my opponent. He knows who he is. He went to the finals, and he won the championship that night of the draft league, right?
Right. Okay.
So the homeboy Dutch Vega, shout outs to Dutch Vega, shout outs to Team Hami, salute Team Hami. Poison Pen, Sarah Connor, Jesse James Figueroa, all of them. Shout outs to them. Salute to all of them. Those are my people, you know. They're mad cool and they're mad talented. They make music as well. They're artists and they're fired. Listen. So pretty much, yo, it's crazy, man. Because right now I just lost my train of thought.
No, I'm aware of obviously aware of Poison Pen. Like, he plays a huge role in battle rap. Full stop.
Where was I going with this, homie? Oh, yeah. And yeah, you're right about Poison Pen. Salute to him. No, what I was gonna say was this. So that night, after I finished doing that tournament, I had pretty much good performances that whole night. So Dutch Vega comes over and tells me, "Yo, Smiles, what about you versus Paranormal Isaac in like a week from now?" Because he's like, there's space on the card. I want to put you in there. You and Paranormal. So he's like, "You with it?" And I was like, "All right, book it." So that whole week, I'm not, no excuse, no excuse, no nothing. I had just had a loss in my family that week. That same week, I had just lost somebody in my family. That messed me up mentally for my preparation. I didn't take the battle as serious as I should have. And I feel like even though I did have, I had clean rounds versus Paranormal Isaac, I feel like that battle could have been so much better if we both would have had more time to prep.
Okay. No, I understand that, man.
And it never came out on the Draft League channel. It actually released on YouTube via some other people that I don't even know who they are, dog. To be honest, I don't know who it is, that channel that put it out. But they put it out. You know what I mean? And I've only watched it maybe like once or twice since it's been out.
Okay, that makes sense. And yeah, you know, condolences for your loss at the time, man. And
man, thank you very much. It was my grandma.
Right. Oh shit, man. That's tough to go through. Like, especially having to prepare for a battle at the time too.
Yeah, man. And it happened like right. I got the news right after that night that I spoke to Dutch Vega and got home and all. But since I have already given my word to Dutch Vega face to face that I said yeah to taking the Paranormal, I got wind of what happened to my family. I was like, you know what? It hurts me a lot, and I'm gonna have to grieve this even after the battle. Even after the battle event goes on, it doesn't change the difference that my god's already gone. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to deal with this pain, suck it up like a big boy, and the battle anyway.
And mate, a lot of respect to you for doing it as well, because like,
thank you.
You hear about so many fucking battlers that no-show battles for the most stupid excuses, and like for you
Yeah,
to have
man.
to have gone ahead and done it under those circumstances, like it's probably one of the few times that league owners would excuse no-shows, if that makes sense. So respect to you for doing it, man. That's amazing. But
Thank
I
you very
mean,
much, man. I actually
also the battle wasn't bad. I quite enjoyed it.
Oh shit! Thank you, man.
I'm aware of Isaac as well because he does a lot with No Coast.
Yeah, shout outs to No Coast. Shout outs to the homie Shake.
Definitely, yeah, I love No Coast, man. But
They're dope, yo. They got a lot of talent.
I was going to ask about the league actually. So that it got uploaded on something called TIP Battle League, which I've never even heard of before. But
Yeah, that's the one. TIP Battle League. I don't even know who that is, to be honest with you. It just popped up one day on YouTube and I seen I was tagged in something and I was like, I looked at it and I'm like, oh, this battle. I said, okay. And to be honest, I wasn't happy it came out at all. Because it actually had just reminded me of what I went through that whole week.
of course, yeah. And like, where was which league was it that actually did the battle then?
The draft league.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird. Like, I don't know.
It was on a draft league battle event thrown by Dutch Vega.
Okay. That makes sense. Was it in New York then?
Yeah, New York City. It was in the Bronx.
Okay. Because, yeah, I took a look at this.
It was actually crazy. Yo, you know what? Now that I think about it, even though that's my least favorite battle, I do have some dope memories from that event, though. And one of them was, I remember I was like walking around after I had just battled Paranormal, and there was actually like, you know, the audience, the crowd that was there, they was actually you know, showing me respect and telling me that they felt that I did great and they felt that I might have edged it, that they have to see it back on cam. And then one of the people that actually showed me a lot of support out of nowhere, and I also got to meet him in person, which was dope because I remember just years prior, I had just watched him and Iron Solomon on DVD when that first came out. And that was Flames. Shout outs to Flames. Salute to Flames. He came up to me and he was like, yo, man, I had to react. He's like, I had to react. I had to give you some reaction because I know what you was talking about. And I was like, wow, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And then I'm like, that's super awesome. But you're Flames, though. You battled Solomon. What up?
Yeah, of course, man. No, that's amazing. I remember him from back in the day, to be fair. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was gonna say I looked up this like so TIP. I think it stood for like Take It Personal Battle League or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. It
And
might
all
be.
their events were all in like Philadelphia or like Pennsylvania. So I don't know why they got the footage of the battles and stuff. That's a bit strange, but
Yeah, that is kind of, I don't know. Whatever.
yeah.
It is what it is, man. You know, people bootleg everything.
Yeah, that's very true. But like in terms of battle rap in the future, then like who interests you? Like who would you like to battle like in the near future?
Man, I'd love to battle whoever's willing to show up.
That's fair enough. Very fair. But yeah, I mean iBattle are slowly starting to do events again now, which is
I'm gonna
good.
keep it honest with you. This is my drift on. Yeah. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yo. You hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. They cut off like real quick.
Oh, sorry, man. I don't know what happened there. I could still hear you anyway.
Yeah. You hear me now clearly?
Yeah, I hear you clearly, man.
I was gonna say this to you, dog. One thing is, I'm not I'm really humble, man, because I don't feel that I'm in a position to just pick out opponents and call out names or what have you. You know, I'm willing to just do what I gotta do when I'm called out from the dungeon to come upstairs and cut off some heads. That's when I show up.
I like it. It's a good attitude, man. And I mean, obviously, we know Lex is a big fan.
When Lex pulls me out, when Lex pulls me out the deck, that's when you see the Dean show. Because
nice.
iBattle TV is my home league, man. I'm not drifting away from the home base, man. Lex has showed me mad love. He's mad support over the years, and I gotta rock with the league. You know what I mean? I gotta represent for the league. I gotta hold down iBattle TV from all invaders, foreign or domestic.
I like it. Yeah, man. It's a good attitude to have, and obviously, Lex is a huge fan. He was one of the people that suggested to get yourself on the show too. So, like,
shout outs to Lex. That's the homie, man. Shout outs to him, man.
Definitely, and
that dude is one of the hardest workers in the whole business of battle rap.
I could not agree more. Definitely, yeah, I 100% agree there, and like,
and still has time to play Yu-Gi-Oh cards or whatever Magic the Gathering games he plays and smoke people in that too.
Yeah, I haven't got a fucking clue what any of that is, man. Fuck knows. But yeah, fair play to him. He's really revolutionised iBattle, to be fair to him. So I'm a huge fan.
Facts.
But
I'm a huge fan of his, man. I'm a huge fan of Lex. I've seen him evolve, man, and it's crazy, man, because me and him were on a couple of cards back in the days together on the same cards, the draft league days.
Yeah, okay. Nice, man. That's amazing. And like, would you do an on-beat battle?
Yeah, actually, I was supposed to do an on-beat battle last year on Verbal Warzone. They've been trying to get me on since 2014, since before the whole league was even created. Shout outs to B. Labor, which he goes by Chosen. He's the owner of Verbal Warzone. Shout outs to Verbal Warzone. Their battles are fire. They're on beat shit. That's the real hip hop way of doing it. That's how everything started out. Battle rap started out on beats in the fucking hood. So shout outs to them. And yeah, I would do a battle on beat, man. And I'm actually in the talks right now with Verbal Warzone. They've one of their best guys, Fire the Misfit. Shout outs to him. He has tagged me and initiated Dini activity on their page before. So they're trying to work something out with me. We're gonna do something. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Chosen is gonna have something lined up for me real soon because he knows that I'm down already. He already knows last year I couldn't do it. I had an opponent. Everything was lined up, but then the alignment didn't line up, so it didn't go down.
Right.
But this year, I'm hoping this year, after this pandemic thing plays out and things get a little bit back to normalcy, who knows? You might see Dini on the Verbal Warzone doing his thing.
I'd love to see it, man. Like I found a couple of like tracks that you've been on YouTube. So like the No Mercy for You track.
Yeah, that's in my projects.
Nice. Yeah, man. And
that video's shot in my projects, right by my crib.
You're good on beat, man. I'd really like to see you go, like, especially Verbal Warzone as well. That'd be good to see.
Yeah, man. I got plenty of material for on beats, man. Plenty.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be amazing. I look forward to that, man. But like, is there anywhere else in particular that you'd want to battle? Like, is there any other kind of cities that you'd want to go to or anything like that?
Man, I'd love to battle overseas, man. UK.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, I think you'd go down quite well here as well. So
thanks a ton, man.
Like,
that would be awesome, man. The crowd out there is just so receptive.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the best things about the UK scene, to be honest, is where it doesn't matter what style you're bringing. Like people are just happy to watch battles, if that makes sense. Like everybody seems to go down well here. So
Super facts.
but like I'm really trying to push for some form of like Premier Battles versus iBattle events, or like an iBattle versus UK event.
That's crazy. That's fire.
And is there anyone in the UK that you like? Like, would anyone interest you over here?
Oh man, you guys, yo, there's a lot of people out there that I've tuned into over the years, man. There's a lot. Like, man, you know what? Man. Shotty Horror, I respect his craft, but dog, I would love to battle him one day, man. That dude, that fool's phenomenal, man.
Yeah, he's. Do you know what? I don't think we're gonna see him battle again. Unfortunately, he's
Yeah, I've heard.
he battled in December, so he battled John the Don.
Yeah.
But then not long after that battle was released, he was kind of saying that he's done with it because like he's signed to Sony Records and stuff, so he's regularly like touring with his music and like all that kind of stuff. So I think he's pretty much done with battle rap now, unfortunately. But yeah, like an iBattle versus UK event just needs to happen, though. I think like we had Red Flag and Real Sick come over here and give like two amazing performances, and when
Shout out
the
to
UK
Real
are
Sick,
kind
man.
of, oh man, he's fucking crazy, right?
Phenomenal. That's another phenomenal rapper right there.
Definitely.
Real Sick, monster.
Agreed. But yeah, like we used to book like all the URL big names and stuff, and they were no showing us and things like that. So
yeah,
with an iBattle versus UK event, we know that everyone's going to turn up and put on a show. So it just makes a lot of sense, in my opinion.
Shotty Horror never battled nobody like me, ever. I don't care how many views they got. I don't care what their status is. You ain't never battled the Dini before.
Talk your shit, man. I like it.
Shout outs to him, though. That dude is talented, man. I've watched all his battles. He's incredible. His last one with
crazy.
John, he left the planet against John.
Yeah. I think it was probably his best performance, to be honest. Like
I think so too. I agree.
I was in the room for the battle as well. It was incredible live, to be fair. So
I know you felt that energy wave every time his punches was landing.
Absolutely, yeah, man. He's Shotty's a fucking rock star in that sense, to be fair to him.
I got something for you. Listen to this. I said I'm like a UFO. When I show up, I brighten up the body's aura. So many bodies attached to me that I could bring a Shotty Horror.
Sick.
That's light. That's off the head.
I like it, man. But yeah, mate, someone that you need to watch in the UK that I think you would have a lot of fun battling is a guy called Pedro.
Oh, hell yeah. I do that in a heartbeat, man. That fool freestyles basically all his battles.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. I respect anybody that does that.
Yeah, Pedro's crazy, man. Like he
has a lot of energy.
He pretty much like thinks like in every situation in life. I think he pretty much thinks in multis. Like he's just got a multi for everything.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's amazing, man. Like he's another like big fan favorite here, and I think you two would be fucking hilarious if you battled.
Yeah, I think that would play out pretty awesome as well. That would be a dope clash right there.
Definitely. Yeah, man. But like in terms of some of the other questions then, so like one of the questions I've been asking people is this is probably the hardest one to answer as well, to be honest. But
Okay.
if you were putting on your own battle event and
Yeah.
you had kind of unlimited funds to put an event together, what
Yeah.
battles do you really want to see and who would you be booking?
I'd probably go with like maybe booking 6 big battles. I'd book it here in New York, Madison Square Garden.
Nice.
You said unlimited funds, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Go
All right.
wild.
So this is what I do. I'd go out and get some promoters, get some assistants to help me play out my mastermind plan of making a crazy return on investment by booking the Madison Square Garden venue and throwing the greatest pay-per-view the world has ever seen in battle rap. And I would throw 6 of the craziest battles. And off the top of my head, this is who I would book. I would book, starting out from the bottom of the card up to the main event. This is how I would go. Battle 1, I would book Fresco versus Loaded Lux.
Okay, nice.
Then I would book Charlie Clips versus Cassidy.
Okay.
Then I would, middle of the card, I'd book John the Don versus Nonch from iBattle.
Okay, I like that.
Then for 4, I would book, let's see, I'd bring out my brother Smirk to battle Jada Kiss.
Okay.
All right, that's
We're
4,
going
right?
big.
Or 5. That's 4 or 5.
That's
4. That's 4.
Yeah,
That's 4. All right, and for 5, I would get I'd get Real Sick versus Sue Surf.
Yeah, I like that.
And then for my headlining event that the world has been waiting on forever and ever and ever, the main event of the century, Lex Luthor versus Thesaurus.
Nice. Yeah, that makes a lot of
That's the
sense as well,
headliner
I think.
that's the headliner for my dream matchup booking of the venue and all that.
Yeah,
With
I
unlimited
like that.
funds.
That's perfect. Yeah, a big fan of that, man. And Lexaurus, like, it's crazy that that's never happened.
Yeah, yeah, it is crazy. I think both their styles would blend so well on footage.
Definitely. Yeah, agreed, man. But like over the years then with yourself, what would you say is like what stands out as the best battle that you've seen live personally?
Oh man, that I've seen live. Damn, I've seen a lot. But let me see. You know what? Another iBattle memory just came to me. Chef Trez versus Bangs. I was in the building for that night.
Crazy.
I never experienced that type of energy in a battle live, and I don't think ever. I was gonna say in years, but nah, I've never felt that type of energy. The way they both just adapted to each other, and they were just like, they basically just threw out their written material and they just got swept up in the moment, and their freestyle game was amazing, both of them.
Yeah, that's a crazy battle.
Shout outs to Chef Trez and shout outs to Smack URL and all of them, Beasley and all of them, man.
Yeah, that battle is probably one of the best battles ever.
Shout outs to Bangs, of course, too. And you're right, that's one of the greatest battles. That's one of the greatest battles ever on YouTube, and that's one of the greatest battles I ever witnessed live. I was there for that, dog. The building was falling on itself, man.
Crazy. Yeah, man, definitely. That's incredible. And like, apart from that, that's kind of that's most well all the battle rap questions done with. But I've been ending the episode with some music questions and then three like really random questions at the end. But like
All right.
for yourself, if you had to pick your three favorite albums ever off the top of your head, what would you go with?
Number one, Nas Illmatic. Number two, The Eminem Show. Number three, Life After Death, Biggie.
Nice. Very good list, to be fair, man. They're three sick albums. And
Oh, for sure. Thank
who
you, for
who
sure.
like stands out as the best live act that you've ever seen?
Um, as far as like signed artists or unsigned people I know,
Just if we
in
say
or
one of each.
does it have to be battle rap or it has to be music shows and like that, something like that, performances,
Yeah, like
whatever,
music shows and stuff like
music
that.
shows. Man, live, I've seen, I seen a lot of acts, man. But you know what? I'd have to say, PH, man, rest in peace.
Yeah, I've heard that he was incredible.
PH, man, he was the way I saw him perform live before, man, and dude was amazing.
I've heard. Yeah, man, I'm gutted I never got to see him. I didn't get to see him battle live either, which is gutting, but yeah, some of his music was absolutely incredible, to be fair.
Yes, man. Yes, man. And a lot of his early music was on early online on the internet, accessible. I used
Yeah,
to listen to it, man.
yeah, he's amazing rapper, to be fair to him. And like, is there any kind of lesser known like rappers or musicians from like your area that you're a fan of that like we might not be aware of in the UK?
Uh, there's a lot. There's plenty of talent everywhere. But yeah, my area, I have a friend of mine, and he's from my area. He's pretty dope, man. He makes dope music. His name is Shade.
Okay.
Shade Lokester.
Right. Okay.
He performed at the Apollo a while back, and that's my homeboy. That's like basically my brother from another mother, man. Shout outs to Eddie. Yo, Eddie, when you hear this, salute to you, boy. You performed at the Apollo, man. Michael Jackson and a lot of the greats was there before you, bro.
That's sick, man. I like it. I'll definitely check his music out. And like the final three questions, they're proper random, to be honest, mate. But like, do you have a favorite sports team?
Which sport?
What sport? Wow, what sports do you watch?
A little bit of everything.
Okay.
A little bit of everything. All right. So let's all right. How about football? Let's do football.
Yeah.
Well, the Giants, man. Big Blue.
Okay. I'm a Chicago Bears man myself, but
Walter Payton, man. Come on.
you know, yeah.
One of the greatest running backs to ever play the game. Walter Payton was on the Bears. Chicago got to be respectable.
Definitely. But yeah, do you know what, man? I've literally just kind of got into like American football. Like
Oh, okay.
we've never been able to access it here in the UK, really.
That's
But
crazy.
in the last kind of, so the big sport here is soccer.
Yeah, and rugby, right?
Yeah, rugby's big, but I don't really follow rugby at all. It's fucking
Oh,
boring.
okay.
But
I like soccer.
yeah, I'm a big soccer fan. Like, but
I'm a
we
Barcelona fan.
I'm a Liverpool fan.
Oh, okay.
best team in the world, man. You've got the
No
wrong
problem,
team
man.
there, but like we'll have on a Saturday night. We've always had a program called Match of the Day, which is like highlights of all the day's soccer games on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And in the last like 2 years, they've now started doing the NFL show straight after Match of the Day. So we
Yeah.
get like a 2-hour show of all the week's highlights from the NFL.
That's what's up. That's what's
Um,
up. I'm glad y'all getting that, man.
Yeah, and do you know what? I started watching it like by mistake and ended up really enjoying it. And I've like the season that's just finished, I've been following all year for the first year. So
Gotcha.
I'm a new fan, but yeah, I love the sport at the moment.
That's what's up, man. And you know something? That's actually like the only like I have Madden, I have NBA 2K, but then I also have FIFA. And that's what I play mostly when I do play sports games on my PlayStation 4 or whatever system over the years, I always go to FIFA. FIFA's the go.
Agreed. Yeah, man. FIFA's sick. We'll have to have a game. I've got PS4 as well, so
I'm gonna have to purchase FIFA 20 because the last one I got was 19.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna have to get 20 and update. You got 20?
I do. Yeah, I've got 20.
All right, so I'm gonna get 20 then. I'm gonna get that today.
Do it. Yeah, man. I like it. Well,
I'm gonna get that today, and we'll get a game. We'll do it sometime, man.
Yeah, definitely. I'll
add me on the PlayStation 4. My gamer tag is Smiledini 2323.
Yeah, I've got an app on my phone, so I'll put that through now. Sick. Yeah, I'll show you how to play, man.
All right. Sounds good to me, man.
But apart from that, like I'm guessing you're a basketball fan and stuff like that, then.
Oh man, Michael Jordan's the GOAT. End of story.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
MJ,
Can't really argue.
23.
Sick. Yeah, and do you follow any other sport then?
Like I said, man, I follow a little bit of everything, man. Whatever's popping, whatever's going on, whatever's trending, whatever's happening in the world, man. Not even just sports, like political things, religious things, scientific things, whatever. I find time to look around and put some time in a little bit of everything, man.
Nice. Yeah, I'm. I can't follow baseball. That's the one like big sport
that's my
in
least
America
one.
that. Yeah, me too. I find it a bit boring.
Facts. I lost the entertainment value that I used to feel for it back in the days growing up.
Yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, and like the next question is, if you could pick anywhere in the world to go for like your next holiday, where would you go? Like, where do you want to go the most?
I'd take my lady to Paris and spend the time out there.
Nice. Yeah, man. Paris is I mean, definitely go during the summer though, because Paris is fucking cold in the winter. But
yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's not as cold as New York City in the winter.
You could be right there. Yeah, it's a fair point. But yeah, exactly, man. You get enough of the cold. You don't want to go to Paris when it's cold as well. Go during the summer. But
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the cold. I'm gonna be kept warm. Trust me.
Fair way. I follow. But
the colder, the warmer. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I follow. I'll get you. But the final question then, man, and this one is the most debated so far, definitely.
Okay.
But
shoot away.
You get to pick one sweet and one savory, but what are the go-to munches?
The go-to munchies?
Yeah.
Sweet. cheesecake.
Agreed. Like it.
And savory, Ninja Turtle style.
Okay.
Pizza with all the toppings on it that I love, like chicken, bacon, proteins.
I like it. They're good answers, man. And to be fair, I've had some stinkers so far, so it's good to get some good answers for once. But
I'm glad I could bring in a good fragrance and aroma around to the kitchen.
definitely.
That's what I'm good at. I'm a chef.
Oh, nice, man. Sick. It's really cool.
Thanks, dog. Thanks, dog.
Yeah, apart from that, man, that's all the questions kind of done with. But is there anything that you wanted to like promote or plug on the show at all?
Yeah, actually, you could hear a lot of my music on my SoundCloud. Just go to SoundCloud, type up Smiledini. I'm sure I'll pop up because there's no other like me in the world. My name is unique. You can look up my music on SoundCloud, type up my name on YouTube, and you'll see all my battles that are out pop up, as well as all my music videos. I have music videos out as well that are on the tube. You can tune into that. And also, if it's not too much trouble, you guys can take the time out of your day whenever you want and look up Smiledini versus Relentless Say Less. That's a main event I Battle Worldwide battle. And we did that at the Summit event, like a few months back in January, right before this COVID-19 crap happened. That battle came out already. Tune into that. It's crazy. It's 3 rounds. Shout outs to Relentless Say Less.
Agreed. Yeah, man. That it came out about a week ago, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, agreed. Everyone needs to go and watch that, and I'll add the link to the description of the episode on YouTube when it comes out, which will be in a few days' time too. But apart from that, man, like I really
Awesome.
appreciate you taking the time to come on the show. It's been amazing to chop it up, and yeah, the episode will be dropping in a couple of days. I'll send the link over.
Sounds great.
Perfect. But
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for this opportunity. It's been awesome chopping it up with you, man.
You too. Thanks again for coming on, man, and I'll talk to you
soon. No problem.
Hope you stay safe.
Problem. You too. Stay safe. God bless you and your family, man.
You too, bro. Take care.
All right. Thank you. Take care, dog. Have a good day.